I don't make life easy. 15 minutes to get back to the lecture. Obviously, need to get the ticket in the machine quickly. I scraped my car in here once as well, the only scratch I've got. Welcome to the video, everyone. We're in a wet, cold Wembley, but we're here on Tuesday to see my old friend from school. He's a guest speaker today, Dean Amhad. He's on the Apprentice, if you've not seen.
Dean. So, since the briefing, I was quite excited about the task. Obviously, a lot of it revolves around talent management, which is something I do. I've been doing it for 5 years or so.
And he's still going strong, so give it a watch. But yeah, going in to listen to him today. A couple of meetings as well, just with some of the UCFB staff about my documentary, about my CV. So yeah, we're going to head up Wembley Way now, and I think they call it Olympic Way actually. But yeah, head up there. It's obviously getting cold now, getting into November. But yeah, a lot of exciting stuff ahead, a lot of challenging stuff ahead. We've got my Barnet documentary coming up in the next couple of weeks, so that'll be enjoyable, but also very testing, I suppose. But yeah, that's why we're doing it. It's the final year, so we're going to give it everything. Let's head in that stadium and see what my friend Dean's got to say. So they've got the England matches on this week as well, so that means I'm not in the stadium Thursday, and obviously I'm not here Friday. But just seeing this man, I remember how special that summer was. You know, I was in Florida at the time, and when that free kick went in, I think like the whole country, it was just, we were going to do it.
Kieran Trippier has not scored for his country in his career. And that one is in! First career goal for Kieran Trippier! Puts England in front of the semi-final!
It was coming home, as they say. But yeah, I think he's one of the best England managers there's ever been. I think a lot of people agree with me. And yeah, they play here on Thursday evening against Montenegro, I think. Obviously, the big talking point at the moment is Sterling has been kicked out of the squad for his fight in the squad. So yeah, but yeah, I never actually come to England games. You know, I always thought I'd come to every single England game when I first came here, but when you're here so much, you just want to end up getting away from it. But probably watch it on TV. But yeah, they got all the posters up for the game this week. Obviously had the Lionesses game last week, and that was a sellout. That was quite amazing, really, or more or less a sellout. And yeah, you know, I walked you up here because you've got my favourite role model just up there. And even though it feels like it's gone so quick being here at UCFB, and obviously I'm in my final year now, and even that's going quick, you know, almost halfway through third year. It's funny when you walk around, and obviously I don't live here, but I see that building there. That's the building we used to go in when we can't get in the stadium. More recently it's been, you know, maybe hotels or the study hub, but yeah, you do have some memories in life, and obviously you got good ones, you got not so good ones, but yeah, it's all part of the process. And when I look back on it, really, how much of a struggle it was. I got a car parking ticket in that car park as well, so the whole thing was just yeah, it was very tough, but you grow through it, and here I am now talking to you about things I've learned and things I've experienced. Right, so if you can see just there, Jordan Pickford. Obviously, for many years I was a massive Joe Hart fan. Obviously, being a West Ham fan, he came there as well. But obviously, in recent times, you know, I think he's a great goalkeeper as well. And you know, he gets criticism at Everton, and you know, that's life as a goalkeeper. And obviously, me myself being a goalkeeper, you know, it's great to, you know, be around just the people and, you know, the buzz of it. But obviously my football career, I'm currently at Sawbridgeworth Town Football Club, which is in Essex. They play in the Essex Senior League, same league as #United actually, so you probably have heard of them.
Don't forget to hashtag it.
But yeah, my ambition has always been to play at the highest level possible, and when I was younger I wanted to be professional, and I would still say that is the case. But obviously what happens can sometimes be a different thing. But you know, I'm still 20, and I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket by just coming here or just doing the football or just doing my speaking. That's why when I spoke to Tom Watt last week, he said, you know, do everything you can to its maximum, and when you're there, be present and focus on that moment, because only then you can discover what it is you want to do in life. And I feel like when you're young, early 20s, it's worth keeping it all going, and I think many top influencers would say that as well. But obviously it's not been easy with my football. You know, I've got this hip injury which I'm battling through. Obviously I spent most of last season out. Obviously did the Braintree filming instead, but obviously I'm balancing with Barnet and stuff this season. You never know. I like to hope that with my hard work with my coach, you know, if you haven't seen some of my match highlights, then I'll be uploading them soon on here. Some of my training as well. I train hard with my coach called Billy Lapine, very good coach, one of the best I've ever had, and also is like a mentor to me as well. But yeah, obviously last year I trained at Braintree, but that only came because I go here. And same with Barnet, you know, I'm only there because I put myself out and, you know, do a variety of things, and that's led to that, and it links together all these transferable skills, transferable links with people. And you know, I trained with Braintree, so you never know, if I say the right things at Barnet, you know, that's what I'd be hoping for, if I could just get a chance to train with them. You know, even this Friday, going to QPR. Last time I couldn't really talk to the manager, but this Friday, the guy called Paul Hall, under-23's manager for QPR, if I get a chance, you know, it's worth talking to these people. Like people say, your network is equals your net worth, and it sounds very cliche, but it's so true. And a lot of the things I've done are only been a result of people, not obviously choices come first, personal choices, but after that it's the people you meet, because only the people can give you the chances. But you have to back it up with ambition, you have to back it up with hard work. But we know that, and the ones who are willing to do that obviously get the rewards, and I'm not there yet, but that's why I'm here, that's why I'm standing here talking to you right now. So yeah, that's the aim, and obviously I'm documenting this journey with you. So yeah, obviously stay posted with my journey, and we'll achieve great things along the way. So another great day in Wembley. Today was really good because I got to speak to Tom Watt. If you don't know who he is, he's an actor, been in EastEnders, he's a broadcaster, also a documentary maker. But he taught me quite a few good lessons, one of which was when you're young, you often feel pressurised into picking one thing, and in terms of your career, and he told me that keep it all going, you know, whether that's doing my football, or whether that's doing my public speaking, whether that's doing stuff related to this at university. And that's a good piece of advice, because often people feel like they have to do one thing, and it's just not true, because you haven't experienced enough things to know what is good and what is not best for you. But yeah, and he also gave me some great ideas for my Barnet documentary. The biggest thing I took away was the fact that the FA Cup was what I wanted to do, and quite frankly that was going to be the whole hook of the story. But he made me realise that actually it's not about a particular match, it's about the story, and I could tell the better story through what I'm going to be doing now. 26th November, FC, my old club as well, so I'll be doing a day in the life, interviewing the manager, the chairman, maybe the goalkeeper. So yeah, stay posted, and I'm sure you'll see some stuff on there. But that's the rest of the video. But today was really good to learn from Tom Watt. If you haven't heard about him, look into him. He wrote David Beckham's book as well. So yeah, good first day back after reading week. Look forward to the rest of the semester and finishing the year strong. Just walking past as well, I see this sign here, and I was going to say it's quite funny, but it's not really. UCFB have got like you know, their own student accommodation being built, and next year I think it launches. And I remember at school they had this brand new building being built, like high tech, all modern, and it was going to be revealed and opened when I left. And same with this. Not that, you know, I probably would have stayed in accommodation, because obviously I like to commute and I like to do the stuff here, but I like to also do stuff back at home. I've got a lot going on back at home, you know, work-wise, personally, you know, but that was my choice and I stick by that. But obviously a lot of people do live here, so if you are looking to come to UCFB, then you might just be in for a treat with a brand new accommodation. And because it is my last year, you know, there's a few things I wanted to do, but the one main thing I've always wanted to do above anything else was, when I first joined here, I saw they do a pitch day, and I was like, I've got to do that.
Today's just been an unbelievable experience. The unique relationship we have with the stadium, with the Football Association, has allowed our staff here today, with our current student body, and also the alumni who've who've recently graduated come back here and play on the pitch. For me, like everybody else, it's the achievement of a lifelong ambition.
And so I've liaised with some people and they've sort of told me no, but obviously a lot of things I do, you get told no, you get rejected, so I'm not going to give up there. If at first you don't succeed, try again, and I'll get that pitch day, and I'll bring you with me and show you. But yeah, I won't give up until I get what I want, which is to play on that pitch. That would really finish off university really good for me. It's funny as well, it reminds me of that scene in Betweeners where he says, can't or won't.
Can't or won't?
It's just so funny. It's the same with this. If I get to a meeting where I'm like, yeah, I want to do this pitch day, you've done it before, and then they say, sorry, can't do it, and I'll be like, oh, I'll be thinking definitely, I'll be like, you can't do it or you won't do it. But yeah, you can't say no for an answer in life. If you want something, you have to go out and get it, but you won't get it at the first shot normally. And this is sort of a life lesson on the go I'm learning. At the stadium now, I remember a day when you could see the stadium from here, but loads of building work going on. But yeah, we'll be working on our documentary this week because deadline's fast approaching, 1 month until it's due. Busy December coming up, but yeah, obviously Thursday we're back in here, and Friday we're back at QPR. Not presenting this time, I'm filming in the gantry. So yeah, lots of stuff going on, and let's get in there.
2 hours later.
Really good to see him again, hear from him, his journey with his business, but also on the Apprentice. So yeah, that was great to see him. Just met with the guy who deals with all the employability stuff here, going over my CV. And now I'm meeting with the technician guy just to go over a couple of technical things on the camera for my documentary. So yeah, productive day here at Wembley Stadium, and the key is it's mixing with people, meeting people to get you to where you want to be, and that's what it's all about.
Day 2.
All right, back at the Hive, and I'm here with my friend Dan. He's helping me out on Saturday to film the game against, I've forgotten who it is, Stockport, that's it. Yeah, and he's helped doing me a big favour. Just shown him all the BT Sport equipment, the live streaming. They do say that the best way to learn something is to teach it, I suppose, so that's a good point. But yeah, what are you looking forward to on Saturday?
It's going to be the first time I actually film at BT Sports, so it's going to be a very good experience.
This way.
Of course, the setting up the equipment's going to be quite daunting, but of course I will definitely have help, which is definitely the main thing, but I think overall will be a good experience.
I mean, obviously we're filming at QPR tomorrow in a big stadium, so it's all great stuff, and you know, it might not be the thing that we want to do as a career, but obviously it's good practice, good responsibility, and good for our assignment. So yeah, so thanks for that, Dan, and hopefully it will go well on Saturday.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Right, so in Wembley right now, just midway through a lecture. We're actually not in the stadium because of the England game tonight, as I talked about the other day, but in the study hub, which is just like down the road. Got a bit of an issue though. Parking, it's like minimum £30 everywhere. Managed to park in the Brent Civic Library up here, and it's £1 an hour for like 3 hours. Obviously I'm here for like 4 or 5, so I'm going to move my car now, go back in, hopefully there's enough space still, and then I'll end up paying like, you know, a £5. But if it goes beyond 3 hours, £30. So don't fancy that, that's like a whole semester's worth. So yeah, have to play the game a bit in life, and 15-minute break, let's see if we can make it happen. Okay, I think it says 6 spaces, but you can never trust these machines. 6 spaces, one's just gone in, but obviously me going out, I'm hoping that I can drive round and go back in the same space I came in. It would help if I could kind of find a pay machine somewhere. No one cares if you're a student here, all they care about is taking your money. Back down to 5 spaces now. I'll let you know in a second. We found them, we found them. That's good, that's what you need, contactless. I'd be doomed. Sometimes I don't bring my card with me because I've got contactless on my watch and my phone. These days you can get away with it, I'd say, but there are times you can become unstuck. Let's go. I don't make life easy. 15 minutes to get back to the lecture. Obviously, need to get the ticket in the machine quickly. I scraped my car in here once as well, the only scratch I've got. And we're back in. always trust there's a solution in life. My watch just told me to breathe. 1 minute of breathing can reduce stress. I think I need that right now. Okay, I'm going to head back in the lecture, so I'll talk to you soon. I parked in an electric bay. Had to be careful, so you can still park if you're not electric. Yeah, just a quick thought. I was contacted by my university, UCFB, yesterday, and they've seen my vlogs and they want me to sort of do it for their website and answer some questions and stuff like that. So that's all good, and hopefully you'll be seeing more of stuff like this because UCFB like it as well. So it's a win-win. It's quite funny, but I'm walking up this ramp. You're not meant to, but you have to not care in life sometimes. Whew, so far it's taken me 12 minutes to get there and back, and already trained today, did football at 6 o'clock this morning, so feeling it a little bit. QPR tomorrow. I'll catch you there because all I've got now is a lecture, and unless there's some England fans raving, that I'll show you, but apart from that, catch you back at Loftus Road. Whew. Thought I might as well record this. Just come out a heavy editing session, and yeah, I've also got to come to Wembley first tomorrow to collect the cameras, which is a bit annoying because I want to go straight to the ground. I was going to go by car, now I might have to go by train, but who knows. I mean, if there's one thing you have to get your head around, it is sacrifice, and that is what we're doing tomorrow. It's worth it, and obviously, yeah, we just have to get our head around that and dedicate the whole day to it, ultimately, at the end of the day. Just got taken away there by a couple of my friends on the course, but I wasn't going to say friends then, but I don't really use the word mate. But obviously that reminds me of the old in-betweeners. It's funny really, like 3-year course, and it could always be condensed into a year or two, but I suppose they couldn't justify it otherwise because it is an academic degree. But yeah, you know, sometimes it's better to do things over a period of time. It's getting busy now, rush hour, but also England game build up. So I think the best piece of advice myself is get out of the place. Don't want to get caught up in too much traffic. And like I said, got to be here tomorrow to get the cameras, so I'll probably come by train. Okay, so I've got quick juice from Starbucks. Mango, passion fruit, carrot and turmeric, or turmeric as some people call it. Comment down below what you think. I call it, well, I normally call it turmeric, but I think it's turmeric. There you go, there's the old juice of the day linked into this UCFB video. Yeah, it's made through HPP, if you're not aware, high pressure processing, which means it's not quite fresh, but equally it's not like carton stuff where it's heat treated. So yeah, quick tip if you haven't seen some of my juice and stuff, good thing to know that if you see one in a shop like a Starbucks and it's HPP, then it's a lot better than just ordinary carton juices. Playing for my thing again. Don't be a filmmaker or a documentary maker. No, I'm joking. It's stressful, you know, like you get ideas all the time, and you could just be driving, you get this thought and you're like, I'm driving, so I can't write it down. And but yeah, it's good to have ideas because it's better than not having ideas, I suppose. But yeah, stressful, but I'm sure it'll be rewarding at the end of it. Okay, back in Wembley, picking up the cameras, then going to drive down to QPR, only about 25 minutes from here. I think the hardest thing about all of this is you've got your documentary work to be doing, but you have to spend the whole day doing this, but it's part of the process, and still got lots of time to plan and prepare for the documentary. So yeah, let's just make the most of staying focused on today, and let's get to that stadium. Right, we're back at QPR, Loftus Road, or the Apprentice Foundation Stadiums, they now know it. Some of the players are turning up now. It's about 11:30, 11:40 to be specific. A bit more relaxed this time. Obviously I'm not presenting today, just filming in the gantry, so more my forte, well, not more my forte, but you know, I've done a lot of it at Barnet, Braintree. But yeah, obviously I'd like to have done a presenting, but we have to switch roles up. But yeah, obviously going back to what I said about, you know, it's hard when you've got other stuff to be doing, but you have to make it worth it.
We have to make it worth it.
And there's been a couple of opportunities recently where I could have filmed at, well, I wanted to film a documentary at Barnet Fleetwood, would have met people like Joey Barton, and more recently, there was an event that I was asked by my lecturer to go to. There was going to be Frank Bruno there, David James, obviously because I'm a goalkeeper, that's massive. But then, you know, last minute, with the Fleetwood, BBC took over, said I can't film there. And then same with this event where I could have met these top sports people. We couldn't get a camera from Wembley because of the Lionesses game. So disappointment is going to happen, but it's how you respond. And what I've realised, you know, there's going to be more chances, and today I'm going to, once I get the chance to, try and talk to the manager or the goalkeeping coach, because when you're at a place like this, ex-Premier League club, and you know, top professional club, doesn't matter who it is or where it is, you have to put yourself out there. And listening to my good friend Dean earlier in the week, he said it right, and he said, you know, if you want to network, do it face to face. So that's what I'm going to try and do, you know, use that disappointment from the things I couldn't do at Fleetwood and the Premier Sports Network event, which it was called, to drive me to make sure that I talk to this guy today. And I'm not asking, you know, to go and train with them as such, but you know, it's just to get your name out there and say, you know, I played for a club like Ebbsfleet in the National League. I've trained with West Ham and been around West Ham coaches and my goalkeeping coach, things like that, because you have to sell yourself in life. But apart from that, the day itself is quite stretched out. Obviously I'll be filming probably only like half the game because there's 3 of us doing it, so yeah, I'll keep you posted. I literally as well didn't get a chance to shower today last night because I was so tired, and I woke up this morning, didn't even set an alarm. Thankfully my dad woke me up, so that's what happens when you're busy.
It's like when you're speaking, can you hear me speaking?
I can't hear you now. Nice. I'll give you a round. Sorry. I should have finished that off.
So it's into the second half, and Colchester, Coventry are winning 2-1. Got to keep the voice down, obviously, because it's being filmed. I filmed the first half and Dan's filmed the second half. But yeah, they're winning 2-1 from a penalty. But apart from that, QPR have been all over Coventry. So yeah, hopefully they can get a result from this QPR. About to bring a sub on. So yeah, it's good to watch. Obviously, being a goalkeeper, it's good to watch the goalkeepers, see what they do, and model them. So yeah, 2-1 at the moment. We're checking it full time. It's getting very cold now as well, but hopefully it won't be too cold to do a documentary, because your hands are important when it comes to holding the camera, and they get freezing. I should wear some gloves really, but it reminds me of the good old days at Braintree, Biriki. Not had the cold days at Barnet yet, but I'm sure they are to come. But yeah. The gantry actually isn't as good here, but I think it's just I'm not used to it. But it's very, like, you know, you can't see the corners when you're moving the camera, so I've always noticed that when I watched it on TV. But yeah, obviously good experience, going to different grounds, so there you go. Full time, 2-1 wasn't it, to Coventry?
It was 2-1 to
2-1. What do you think of the game?
It was a good game overall. QPR really hang on there. They showed a lot of pride in the game, but in the end, a penalty was probably their downfall, to be honest.
Another defeat at the end of the day. So yeah, but they played well really, and they could have got something, but not meant to be. Obviously, we've done our job now, so yeah.
Yeah,
it's a good day all in all.
Good fun today. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow for Barnet, and hopefully it goes well.
That's great, yeah, and hopefully Barnet can get a good result tomorrow.
Fingers crossed.
Hello, Charlie. How are you doing? Does anyone want to get pictures of you? Yeah.
Right, a change in events. Was meant to have a football match. Going to Barnet. 2 reasons. One, it gets me another day ticked on my work placement. Secondly, it gets me a piece of work done I'm going to do behind the scenes. Going to get there early. Needs to get going. Wasn't expecting to do this, but I see this as the day that changes my work placement module around for the better. Gets more experience. I've got a camera, coincidentally, because I'm doing my documentary next week, so this is really good. And it just goes to show how if you really notice it, life happens for you, not to you. all the disappointment actually builds up to the greater good, and that's what I believe. And yeah, needs to get going, but have to have that whatever it takes attitude. I've just literally got my grade through for my documentary proposal, and I got first class. I'm so happy with that. And as I see it, you know, if I got a second class, I'd have been fired up. I'd have been like, I need to do better than this, I need to get a first class next time. But because I got the first class, it's a different mentality. I want to keep it going now, and you can't lose. So I'm really happy. Let's get to that Barnet Stadium and let's make the most of this day. It's been a great week. You know, not only did I just get that first class, but, you know, when there's a moment of doubt, you know, you start thinking, oh, maybe I'll aim for a second, because it means I can spend more time on other things I need to do, like generating some money, you know, playing my football better. But when you go and get that grade, it breeds confidence, and you're like, it's possible I can get a first class overall, and it makes you realise what it is you truly want, and that is something I want to achieve, you know, amongst, you know, becoming like a multi-award winning speaker. So I got that award back in September. That's my main focus at university, apart from get experiences and network and meet people, is to get that first class and never forget why you started. And you know, you learn by doing, and the experience you get, you can't replace it, and you just get better. The reason why you're the same person, but your experiences you get is what makes you. And you know, I have to put that in my CV. You know, the fact that UCFB want me to do videos for them, they like my tour vlogs, they want me to be on the website, they want me to answer questions about QPR. It's all great stuff, and that only comes from persevering, pushing through, and getting stuff out there, and not getting too caught up and just getting things done. Like Gary Vee would say, just make, do, don't think. Easier said than done, but once you do it, you get the rewards, and you get the fruits of your labour. It's better to be busy than not be busy. Movement is better than non-movement, and yeah, that's the best thing you can be doing. It's good practice for my documentary to be around the match, pitch side, preparing, and ultimately plenty of time for the other stuff. So let's go. We're mid-match, Barnet. I'm doing all the behind the scenes, so it's a rare chance to be able to film, but on the GoPro at the moment. Second half coming up, 0-0. Dan's here filming for BT, and I'm doing behind the scenes. So yeah, documentary's almost got the sign off. So good things are happening. It's halfway through the second half at the moment, and it's 1-0. Got the goal on the GoPro, but it's 1-0. Barnet scored first, and Stockport got an equaliser. Didn't quite catch it, I pressed the wrong button, but it's just an injury at the moment. 82 minutes into the game, so it's there for the taking for either team. But hopefully Barnet can get that win, so they need to start pushing up the table soon. So yeah, crowd's been a bit wild here, been some bad decisions, but it's part of it. Game all done. Dan's first game filming for BT. How'd you find it?
Well, it was pretty nerve-wracking, to be honest, at the start, but I was starting to feel a little bit more comfortable as it went along.
Obviously, you interviewed Darren as well, so that was good.
It was a very good experience. It was my first time actually interviewing a manager, so very good fun. I'm really looking forward to more opportunities coming along.
Obviously, they lost 2-1, so not a great result, but obviously in terms of personal experience, it's been great. So look forward to working with you again in future games.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Dan. God, so busy at the moment. Haven't eaten. I'm in traffic. I'm going to the hotel, but the show's at 7:30, so it's going to be tight. On the way to see that show from, I don't know what it's called, but some comedy or something. On the way from Barnet, just dropped Dan off. Obviously, it's my mum's 50th tomorrow, so I haven't had a chance to get her a gift. Obviously, I've left that up to my mum and to my dad and my sister. But yeah, it's busy times. Getting this busy time of year. It's important to maintain balance. But yeah, documentary stuff, more or less all good. Might not be able to get the dressing room, but I'm going to try and persuade them. So yeah, we keep pushing and we keep pushing. Alright, so I'm in London and it's Sunday morning, nice day in November. And yeah, it's been another busy week. I've got another busy week next week, but it's part of the journey. Obviously, getting that first class in my documentary proposal is huge for me, and I want that to continue. And obviously yesterday was good to film at Barnet again. Obviously to help Dan, that was good as well, because it helps him with his work placement stuff. And also teaching him how to do it makes me learn it better. I think the main thing I learned from this week was, you know, opportunity is something you have to go and create yourself. It doesn't always come to you, and that's what the guy at UCFB said. He told me that, you know, especially these days with careers, anything like that, you have to go out and get opportunities, and I've realised how true that is. And that's why I went up and talked to the people at QPR. That's why, you know, at Barnet, you have to go up and interview people, and you have to put yourself in front of people and sell yourself. But yeah, obviously, I can't stop thinking about this documentary. When you've got something important in your life, you just can't stop thinking about it. You're thinking of how to make it better, how to improve it. But, you know, at the end of the day, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. And it's good to have this opportunity. It's my mum's 50th birthday today, so to come away and stay for the night in London, go out for a nice meal and take your mind off things for a bit, and then you go back even more focused, instead of just continually focusing on one thing. It's good to have a little bit of a break. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Obviously I'm right by the London Eye right now, and it's good to get a change of environment. But if you enjoyed this video, as I always say, please like the video, click subscribe, and click the notification bell so you stay up to date with all my latest videos, because there's going to be many more coming, and I'll catch you in the next video.